on. So much things to
Throughout the history of the Hidden Leaf Village, only a handful of shinobi have achieved the legendary status of Tobirama Senju and Minato Namikaze. These two Hokage, revered for their unparalleled skills and mastery of the Flying Thunder God, also known as the Flying Raijin, have become two exciting fan favorites within the Naruto community. Today we aim to answer a compelling question. Does Minato truly survive against Tobirama in a direct confrontation? This is perhaps my third or maybe fourth video on this exact same topic, and I believe this time I will end this debate once and for all. To structure this video, I will be initially comparing base Hokage Minato to a live Tobirama, and then on the basis of the verdict we reach from that matchup, I will also be comparing reanimated KCM Minato to Tobirama. The reason as to why I will not be including Sage Mode Minato is because it is not canonically in character for Minato to use Sage Mode in battle. This is exactly why we don't get to see him use it while he was alive. I mean, he doesn't even use it against Obito or Kurama, which were perhaps his most important fights. Right, so with all that out of the way, let's start by establishing a speed scaling for both of these characters. Minato's is fairly simple. Characters such as his frequent opponent A, his brother B, and Tsunade consistently compare his speed to an early KCM 1 Naruto, while Kakashi compares him to the travel speed of KCM 2 Naruto. Now, upon the inspection of said remarks, we can reach the conclusion that Minato's physical combat speed, that is the speed at which he attacks his opponent, is around the combat speed of an early KCM 1 Naruto, whereas his movement speed, that is the speed at which he travels long distances while using body flicker, which is otherwise also known as Shunshin, is comparable to KCM 2 Naruto. Even if you want to highball Minato's combat speed to that of KCM 2 Naruto's combat speed, based on Kakashi's reaction, please feel free, as I'll eventually explain why even that does not matter. As for Tobirama's speed scaling, we can begin by noting that he was stated to, quote, boast the fastest speed of any shinobi, end quote, by none other than Madara Uchiha himself. I'll say this again. Tobirama Senju, as in Lord Second, as in Minato's biological father, was stated by Madara Uchiha to have boasted the fastest speed out of any shinobi from their era. This obviously includes people like Hashirama and Madara himself, who Tobirama scales over in terms of speed and is therefore obviously faster than. People often try and dismiss the importance of this statement by arguing that the statement likely talks about Tobirama's Flying Raijin as opposed to his physical combat speed, which is completely not true. Madara says that Tobirama boasted the fastest speed out of any shinobi from their era, not the fastest jutsu of any shinobi from their era. If Madara meant to imply Tobirama's superior speed only via the usage of his Flying Raijin, don't you think he would have at least mentioned it? Even if Madara does not know what the Flying Raijin is, surely he would have at least indicated to some form of jutsu which Tobirama uses to heighten his overall speed. But the problem is, Madara never did so, which can only mean one thing, and that is, Madara was in fact talking about Tobirama's actual physical speed. This is objectively the only accurate interpretation for this statement. Like, look at the fucking wording here. Madara is talking about Tobirama's speed here, not the speed of his jutsu, but his speed, which is why he said, quote, you who boasted the fastest speed of any shinobi, end quote, not your jutsu which boasted the fastest speed of any shinobi, for God's sake. Anyways, now let's clarify why this puts Tobirama over Minato in terms of speed. Since I've already proved that Tobirama is faster than alive Madara, who in turn is above his reanimated counterpart, who was shown relative to KCM 2 Naruto, this puts Tobirama directly above Minato even while considering the highest level interpretation for alive Minato's speed. Other supplementary information to support why Tobirama does in fact scale to this level of speed is shown in his interaction while ambushing Rinnegan Sage Mode Madara. In this interaction, both Madara and Tobirama react to each other's attacks, showcasing some level of relativity in their respective speeds. This even gets Madara to acknowledge how he has got the edge right now, whether it's coincidence or inevitable. There is a reason why Hashirama and Tobirama cannot regain their former powers. Now, not to exaggerate or anything, but one of the ways you can potentially interpret this statement is by thinking that Madara here is trying to say that Tobirama would have had the edge on him in this encounter had his speed not been nerfed due to the Edo Tensei, which by the way is absolutely huge for Tobirama's speed scaling, as this makes him faster than a Rinnegan amped Sage mode Madara. Well, that's enough glaze for now. Let's talk about how KCM Minato fares up against Tobirama in this particular matchup. So KCM Minato is mid to high end relative to Biju Sage mode Naruto, given their Rasengan feat against Jubito, which they performed in tandem with one another, albeit with the help of Tobirama's flying Raijin. Now this same Naruto is shown equal to Curse Mark EMS Sasuke, who according to Orochimaru is yet to surpass Madara Uchiha. Now, you can probably tell where I'm going with this, but basically since Tobirama is faster than Madara, who is faster than Sasuke, who is equal to Naruto, who is shown relative to Minato, Tobirama still remains faster than KCM Minato. Therefore, Tobirama clearly takes the speed section here. As for the attack potency of both these men, it is clear to me that either one of them is capable of damaging the other with their respective arsenals. KCM Minato can launch multi-continental Biju bombs, his kunai attacks while in base can cut through Gyuki's tentacles, he also has the Rasengan, and I can go on and on. Point is, Minato is definitely capable of inflicting some serious damage on Tobirama in either of his forms. As for Tobirama, his water-style fresh water blade can cut through literally anything. Yes, you heard that right. Tobirama's water blade can cut through anything. Which, yeah, Minato's cooked. Nah, for real though. This means it could potentially cut through Hashirama's Wood Golem or Madara Susano, making it very comfortable for Tobirama to pierce through Minato's Kurama avatar or pretty much anything Minato can conjure up to tank attacks from Tobirama. Having this aside, Tobirama also has his tandem paper bombs which blasted through the Gracious Deity Gates, which had earlier remained completely unscathed even after tanking a fully concentrated explosion of a 10 tails Biju bomb. So yeah, like I said, both of them can kill each other. Who do I think wins though? If it hasn't been made obvious already, the clear winner of this matchup is Lord Second, Tobirama Senju himself. He is faster than Minato, he can react to anything Minato throws at him, and he also has a plethora of ways to kill Minato with. This, however, is just my humble opinion. What do you guys think? Who do you think wins this fight? Let me know in the comment section down below. And if you want to see more of such content in the future, make sure that you are subscribed to this YouTube channel, as I'll be uploading more power scaling related videos in the future. Anyways, that's it for me. See you guys later.